All right. Hello. Good afternoon. It's sunny in Colorado today. My name is Maddie Mashler, and today we are going to talk about Prana Vayus, or I'm going to talk about Prana Vayus. I'm going to first kind of give an introduction of all of 5 of them, and then I'm going to show kind of how we would use them or how I would incorporate that into a yoga class. So first of all, we have the Prana Vayu, which represents the circular energy, inward and outward, and it's kind of what I think yoga is all about, and how we take our energy on the inside and how we take it off the mat. The Apana Vayu, which is the represents pelvic floor to the feet. Excellent practice to do if you're pregnant or if you're going through your menstrual period. Also, just great to do if you have low back problems, such as myself. Udana Vayu, which is the upward energy. It's the throat to the head, so kind of our words and our thoughts. The Samana Vayu, which is our inward energy. It's at our navel. It's our digestion and our metabolism. And then the Vayanu Vayu, the outward energy. Pervades the entire body. It's our circulation, our nerves, and it's kind of fun to experiment with in yoga. So I think today we're gonna cover all 5 of them in a flow. And bear with me, I'm gonna change the angle of the camera as we move through, but bear with me. We're gonna start in Malasana. So feel free to use a yoga block here if you would like to. If today you feel like you don't need one, that is perfectly fine. So you're gonna find a stance with your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit further. You do want your heels planted on the ground. I know every anatomy, every body's different, so if your heels do tend to come up, that's perfectly fine. If you need a block, if we're here, beautiful. I know that our knees and our hips sometimes give us limited range, which is perfectly fine. That's why we practice. But you can take a block and you can either sit there, find your Malasana pose, find your comfort. No tension, taking all your breath, all your energy towards inhaling and exhaling. So the Apana Vayu represents our downward energy, our pelvic floor to our feet. This posture is excellent for cramps, excellent for our menstrual phase. And for men who are practicing, it's always excellent to open up your groin area. Malasana is a grounding pose, paying attention to what areas of your feet are touching down on the earth, touching down on the mats. Breathing into your pelvic region, opening up your groin area. I'm going to take 2 more full rounds of breath here, grounding down. With your next inhale, go ahead, shift weight in your feet. Come into a forward fold. We're gonna make our way all the way up towards mountain. So arms coming all the way up. I'm gonna move over here off my mat really quick, lift us up. So mountain pose, our Udana Vayu. And exhale, reverse swan dive down all the way to a forward fold. Inhale, let's go ahead, slowly rise once again, bringing your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale to goal post your arms. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You can exhale through your nose as well. So Udana is our throats, our thoughts. I like coming into this pose because it makes me feel powerful. It's a good power pose. It's a good way to bring good thoughts into your body. And then exhale, reverse swan dive down once again, finding our forward fold. So our reverse swan dive down, our arms nice and wide. I have that there as our Vayu. It's the entire body, it's the outward energy. You're letting it all release into this forward fold, surrendering down. We're gonna go ahead, take one more breath here. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, you're gonna fold forward, plant your hands, and step your feet back into a plank position. We're in our Prana Vayus, our power pose, our strength pose. Prana, our circular energy. We have every muscle right now being used. Grounding down in your fingertips, pushing the ground away. Holding 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, drop your knees. Sink your hips all the way back towards your hips, or towards your heels. Hips towards your hips, hips towards your heels. Maybe your hips go higher. Maybe you're in puppy dog pose this afternoon. So our final one is our Samana. It's our inward energy, feeling your breath on your thighs. You can bring your hands down to connect with your feet. Feeling your sensations, feeling your nerves kind of calm down. Again, as you surrender into the pose, feeling your heart rate relax. And that is some of the ways I would incorporate our Prana Vayus into a yoga class. Thank you for watching.